All right, so we're going to be talking about investing, and with investing, what are the best practices and what to look out for as a beginner. So, if you're just starting out investing is a long-term game. It's not a short-term game. It's something that you're going to do over a long period of time. So it's best to be patient when you do it. Now, if you don't know anything about investing, it's best to educate yourself because the more you read, the better it's going to be for you. But there's certain principles that I think are general for everyone, and you should definitely take them along with your own knowledge because just reading something and deciding to act on a whim or because you heard it somewhere isn't really the best practice because overall it's not a detailed analysis. So these are what have worked for me, and I think they're going to work for you as well. The first one and very first is to buy and hold. So when you buy, this isn't with the intention to sell right away. You need to understand that you're not just going to get in and get out. And typically, even if you do see that rise, it's not going to be tomorrow or the next day. It's really going to be over a long period of time. So that quick, I don't know what you want to call it, that quick win or that quick victory, so to say, doesn't typically come from investing. It's a patient person's game. And then the other option too is that if you go down the trading route, you're going to be paying a very high amount of charges when you decide to sell. So I won't get into details too much, but if you're deciding to go that route in the trading, just understand that you're going to run into a lot of taxes and a lot of fees that you're going to end up paying that will wipe out your gains. So it's best to be overall patient in your strategy. And when you do decide to buy with the intention of holding and not uh, and not selling right away because your gains will be lost very in a very short period of time, and even what you gain, it won't be in conjunction to you holding it. It won't be comparable. The second thing for me would be to ensure that you know what you're doing. It's a wide advice, but if you don't understand it, don't invest in it. I see this a lot where there's articles stating that these are what's good right now, what's trending, what's typically going up. It's similar to what happened in the 90s when there was a boom, technology boom, that essentially everything was up, especially stocks were going at record high levels, and people were just investing in everything and anything. If it was going up, they'd go up with it. This trend is still going today. You're pretty much just riding the stock of the wave up until it crashes, and when it crashes, people sell. This isn't a good strategy because you're typically going off of emotions and hearsay, and it's there's no strategy or principles. When you invest, you need to look at the analysis of the companies, as well as what their dividends are, what you're looking for out of the investment. But overall, just going on basic trends or because you like the company, it's a starting point, but there's certainly a lot more that goes into it. And 8 out of 10 times, you usually end up losing rather than winning because you're just going off of knowledge that isn't backed up by factual information. There's a few networks that I see that tend to spew this information. Also, apps. There's new apps that tend to report on the trends and what's happening. But these are really just a snapshot of what's happening now and not what has been happening in the future. So it's always good to look if you are looking at a specific company or if it's something you heard. Try and look at it over a 10-year span, even a 15-year span to see where the company is now and more importantly, where they're headed. So don't let these day-to-day news or occurrences try and hinder on your overall judgment because in the long term it's probably better to invest in what you know and what's been going on over the long term as opposed to what's going on just now. Now, the third one for me is consistency. not only with the buy and hold, but in your active investments. So if you do decide to invest just once, it's not going to be to your advantage because the amount of gains and the stocks that you're going to get aren't good. I would advocate for investing consistently and also doing diversified as well. So typically for me, I diversify with index funds and individual stocks. When I do individual stocks, I try and analyze as best as I can, so I'm ready for the long term and I'm prepared for the swings as well. But generally speaking, I try and do it at least well once a month, every month, but every week as well. So it's really the time in the market, not timing the market, that's best. In my situation and in my opinion, I think it's best for you to do the same, is to do it as frequently as you can, but not too frequently where it becomes like a gambling habit. Where as soon as you see something rise, you buy, or as soon as you see something low, you buy. These aren't really it's not really investing. That's gambling. So I would really consider analyzing and then investing frequently, whether that's 2 times a month, once a month. But it's really getting into the habit of this practice that works best. And this has been shown through various studies to be more effective than just doing it, such as when in the 90s when there's a technology boom, to do it, or a dot-com boom, I should say, to just do it then, or do it when there's only a bull market, as opposed to doing it in times of highs and lows, such as in 2020. This has been shown to not only give you higher gains, but more sustained gains over a period of time. Because if you're only investing when the market is very, very high, you're not only are you buying your assets at a premium, you're probably not going to see as much gain as you would as if when you bought them when they were low, or when they were on the rise with the market. So these are just a few things that have helped me, and I think will help you. But overall, it's best really to once again, I can't stress this enough. Follow your own guidance, because each day you're going to see more news with people who have varying opinions of yours, and as someone who's new, it's really easy to be susceptible to these various opinions. So in my opinion, it's best to do what worked for you, and then see the results, as opposed to just listening to really anything and then going for it. This is what's helped me, and I think it will help you on your journey as well.